Oh, Kimberly, nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Kimberly,
Great
pleasure.
fan.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm such a huge fan.
Oh,
Tamara
pleasure.
Smithers, I'm the
Pleasure.
Director of Education and
Oh.
Public Programs.
oh,
Thank you
fantastic.
so much.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. You want to come around and
I
say
love
hi?
it. Hi, how are you? Beautiful Major. Pleasure.
Good, Dina
Pleasure.
Bennett.
Pleasure.
Good to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Yes,
Let's take a
indeed.
ride.
Oh, and you're an AK? I'm an Alpha. So
Oh,
she's an AK. Oh, fantastic. Yes, indeed. Awesome. Yes, indeed.
Yes, excellent,
Good stuff.
excellent. Okay, good. Awesome. So as you know, our museum's opening in May of next year. We're going to have galleries that highlight over 50 genres and subgenres of music, and including R&B.
Yeah.
So tell me more about like what inspired you in growing up and hearing a lot of influences.
By somewhat default, they kind of put me in the R&B category.
Okay.
Because right now that's kind of how the system works.
Right.
African American artists,
yes.
they automatic R&B until you prove otherwise. And so right now, what's kind of happening is the pop soul, label that they're kind of giving. But I definitely draw from, the gospel, space and my beginnings with that. And I'm excited to be a part of anything that helps to tell the true story, the evolution of a true treasure of American history.
Awesome. We definitely have that narrative. We follow the path of the Great Migration and how things emerged from blues and soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our curators, who you met, Dr. Bennett, she's not in her office, but I'll introduce you to Stephen. He's one of our curators.
Okay.
He has a bachelor's in jazz.
Nice.
And he has a
What
doctorate in from Virginia. Hey, it's Stephen. I wanted you to meet Major.
Thanks for the warning.
Sorry.
How are you, man? Pleasure. Yes, indeed.
He was asking what school you went to for your undergrad in Virginia.
So I got my undergrad at Florida State.
Okay, nice.
So I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah,
and then went to Florida for undergrad, and I did my PhD at UVA.
Oh, nice. Fantastic, man. I love this. Educated and qualified.
Yes.
Important.
So I was just telling Major about how the museum will have a narrative that follows the Great Migration and has like a historical account. It goes in chronological order from when Black enslaved people were here in the 1600s, and then
so we start.
So spirituals on.
So we actually start with the earliest musical forms that develop in the 17th century.
Yeah.
And we start in 1619.
Yeah.
And then we start in Africa, and then we go to the beginning of the African presence in
course.
America.
Yeah.
And then go from there, on through the 19th century into the 20th century when we get the blues, jazz, R&B, and other modern genres. So it's a pretty comprehensive narrative.
Love it. I'm excited about this, y'all.
This is Dr. Marquita Breed, and she is also the
You're not camera shy. Stop acting like you can't handle this. Cute self. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. Yes, indeed. So what is it that you're doing with this effort?
I'm the collections manager.
Okay.
Everything here and down at Country Music Hall of Fame that we store.
Okay.
I'm in charge of that, the whole entire collection.
Basically.
Oh,
nice. And we store our artifacts in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, while we're building our
So it's a
space.
good relationship, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's comforting.
Yes.
Woo, good stuff. That's good to hear. Awesome. It was a pleasure to meet you.
All right, nice to meet
Yes.
you.
All right.
Thanks, Dr. Breed.
Hi, y'all.
So this is our financial team. This is Artist Major.
Hi, nice
Pleasure.
to meet you. Happy and Rise.
Pleasure.
He's a fan of our project.
Great.
So they're doing their making sure everyone gets paid. And
leave them be. Major.
Laurinette Ford.
Oh, pleasure. So what was your involvement?
I'm the database manager.
Okay.
So all funding, donor relations, acknowledgements, reporting is done here.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Have
Awesome.
a great visit.
Major.
This is Artist Major.
Pleasure.
He's a fan of the project.
Pleasure, Jada. As in Fantastic.
And I can introduce you to they work in our development team, so they also are
cool.
helping raise raising money, getting funds in for the museum.
Fantastic.
And then we have our Kara. Actually, I want to introduce you to artist
Hi, how
Major.
are you? Major.
Character. Nice
Oh,
to meet
pleasure.
you.
Pleasure. Yes, indeed.
Do you want to share a little bit more about what you do? What?
Okay. Yeah.
You're like, no one not giving me a forewarning.
No, I'm the assistant director of development here.
Nice.
So basically, just helping to raise funds for the museum,
Mhm.
make sure we stay open.
How are things going? Is it?
Doing really
Yeah,
well.
doing really
We
good.
just received $100,000 from. Well, I guess we can't really share too much.
Yeah,
but a
yeah.
major institution.
Fantastic.
So we're really excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let her.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then we actually received a $10,000 grant from the Predators Foundation.
Mhm.
So we're going over there to
Oh, nice.
celebrate. So we're excited about that.
Oh, right. Turn up. I love it.
Yeah.
I'd love to be a part of any initiatives to help,
Oh, thank you.
with raising funding and things like
Oh,
that.
thank
So
you so much.
keep me on your radar for that. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Definitely.
cool.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
You got
Nice
it. You
to
got
meet
it.
you.
Yes, indeed. Pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited that it's coming to Nashville
Yeah.
because it's raising the awareness for Nashville too.
Yes.
People don't really know the rich music history of
Right.
this place.
Right. It was comforting to hear that there is a embrace from the country music side of things. Yeah, that family, like that's really comforting to hear because it's those general issues with the racial divide that sometimes it's unspoken, but it's kind of good that feels good.
Right.
It does.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Major.
Pleasure. Henry.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
thank you, man.
Yes,
Thanks for
indeed.
stopping by.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
wanted to check it out, and she invited me. Phil Thornton invited me. I'm like, okay, I will be there. And then Dion made it happen. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Well,
this
good.
is
We're
fantastic.
glad you're here, man.
Yes, indeed.
Getting the real behind the scenes
Yeah.
preview.
I love it. I love it before it unfolds.
Right.
to-
I mean, you didn't live in Atlanta at one point?
No, I mean, I filmed in Atlanta. I'm on the TV show Star now. So
nice.
yeah, tonight,
That's right.
8:00.
That's right.
Fox.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Cousin Rashad.
Get that plug in.
And there's a plot twist tonight with
Oh,
the character, so you're
All
welcome.
right.
but I've never lived in Atlanta. Atlanta's too busy, too.
Yes.
Lord of mercy.
Where are you living?
I live in LA.
Okay.
LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
LA's not busy?
Yeah.
Right.
Atlanta's a different busy because it's like LA, many of the people are actually stars and actually doing it. Atlanta is, a lot of people are wanting.
Everybody's a star.
There it is. Yeah, Atlanta, everybody is a star. You can find your inner light, your inner lit in your time. But some people
Your inner lit.
Some people prematurely step on stage, before they've understood where their light is to
Yeah.
show. Yeah, but I love working there. I'm in and out. I'm like,
All right, that's enough for
the
me.
natives though are some of the coolest people. It's the transplants, which is similar to
that's-
LA.
Yeah.
It's the transplants, the ones that aren't from there to know the values. But the natives from Atlanta are some cool folk. Yeah. But Clark was my first spring break.
Yeah, you got one, didn't you?
Oh, indeed they do. I was like, yo, this is life? Oh man. There ain't nothing like an HBCU experience. I was like, whoa, educated, crazy, fun. Like it was just, I was like, it was amazing. It vibrated. I was like, I ain't going home. And I swear, I was like, and I'm gonna find my wife at Spelman. She's gonna be at Spelman. And I tried to find their Bible study. They're like, Spelman doesn't have a Bible study.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's about to be hopping here in Nashville too.
That's right.
I'm gonna let y'all keep going. It's good to meet you, man.
Pleasure,
We'll hope
pleasure
to see you again real
Yeah,
soon.
absolutely.
Okay.
I'd already told her that I'm definitely down for helping to be a part of any initiatives to help you guys. So
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. All right, we'll see you
Yes,
again
sir.
soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly Lanier with the National Museum of African American Music, and I have the pleasure of interviewing Major today. Major,
Hey.
recording artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is why I love you. And you and all of this. I'm loving it.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you here, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
your support of the museum.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit more about your inspiration growing up. What were you listening to?
Well, I was listening to everything. While we were sheltered, I was listening to everything within the frame of the sheltering. Gospel music was probably most prevalent. I definitely listened to classical music, but of course, gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Gospel was the main sound.
Right.
Jazz, Nat King Cole. It's funny because they're saying I'm like the new voice of R&B, and I'm like, how? Okay, I'll go with it. But I mean, more of my R&B expression is really the soul of it all, and so. But I listen to the greats like Sam Cooke and Nat King Cole from the jazz perspective, and James Brown and this guy, from R&B. That's Mr. Steve Morris, Stevie Wonder. And yeah, that's what kind of informed me musically, and now we're here.
Now we're here, and we can't wait for you to visit the museum.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about seeing the finished product. Y'all are putting in a lot of work.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tour around the office and meeting the people behind making this thing come together. It's going to be special.
Awesome. Well, our tagline is "One Nation Under a Groove," which is coined by the Funkadelics. Tell me what that phrase means to you.
Well, I think it just shows that we're more the same than we are different, but the beauty of that is the uniqueness of our expressions of a common thread. And I think if you find in music, what you'll find in music, and I think this is what's going to be most evident in the history telling and storytelling of what's in the museum, is that the sounds and the influences all stem from commonplace.
Yes.
And so I dig that, because you can't have jazz unless you have the gospel and the soul, and you can't have this without that, and this without that, and so it's all interconnected. And I'm loving that.
That's what we are really highlighting, the interconnectedness of the genres, and Rivers of Rhythm actually shows you, guides you through that.
Yeah.
So you're right on.
You're on it. You're on it.
So tell me about your current projects. I know you mentioned Star.
Oh yeah. So I'm not just a singer.
Yes.
While my song "Why I Love You" is now past 80 million views on YouTube in vivo. My new song, "Love Me Olay," is just about to break 500,000 mark, and it's just a little over a week. So I'm excited about that. But I'm an actor, to be or not to be. I am an actor, and I am one of the new cast members for the TV show Star on Fox, a recurring role, cousin Rashad. It's got a lot of goodness in it, and a lot of story that I think a lot of people can relate to. But Rashad's character comes from more of a faith-based perspective, and he brings in that spiritual balance. But you start to see how the influences of other things can cause one to do other things, and so it's a really good set. It's some amazing cast members. Queen Latifah.
Right.
My first episode was Queen. Patti LaBelle, who's a godmother to me in real life. So sharing that moment with that was amazing. And Brandy Norwood, I'm just like, you can't beat that.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Her riff solo, and I'm just like, ooh, Brandy has a voice. Yes.
That voice, man. She's an angel.
Yeah.
We were just talking yesterday, and she was sharing how she believes singers are angels. We sing. Those that have the gift of singing are, manifested as, angels on earth. It's pretty special. I like that
I
perspective.
love that. So
Yeah.
would you say that your character is similar to
To who I am?
who you are?
Yeah, a little bit. There's some places that my character goes that I probably wouldn't go in real life, but there's a lot of similarities where my faith informs me. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We will have an extensive gospel exhibit.
Yeah.
Speaking to all the
If you've got the
influences,
soul, if you've got
yes.
the gospel, they call me Pop Soul now. So
Oh, okay.
so we're,
Love it.
I'm just excited. I'm living dreams. I'm working hard, and I hope that this museum actually focuses on the inspiration of it all in helping to inspire the next generation of music makers and creators.
Gotta know your history, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
You got to know where you've been to know where you're going.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Major.
Awesome.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you for having me. Yes, indeed. Beautiful people, it's Major. In the year 2020, it's going to be a mighty good year. It's the unveiling of the National Museum of African American Music. That's Major.